I feel like I keep sitting high on top of the world.
Afternoon, you guys. Today is Monday, and I know it looks a little different starting out this video. But before I let you guys know what's going on today, if you guys are new here, my name is Marlee. I do Uber Eats and DoorDash, sometimes Postmates videos, and I'm in Central Florida. So usually my areas are going to be Apopka and Altamont. Sometimes I do Ocoee, sometimes I do Winter Garden, Windermere, sometimes I do Claremont, Leesburg. But I would say like 90% of the time I am in Apopka. I was trying to combine them, but Apopka and Altamont. And I post 5 days a week. I drive Mondays through Fridays, usually most weeks. Sometimes, well, probably one Monday a week, one Monday a month, I do not work. So I try and come up with a different video on those Mondays. That way I still can get one. But Monday's video that I record goes up Tuesday. So my videos get posted Tuesdays through Saturdays. It's always a day behind, so that way I have time to get home and edit and still, you know, have family time with my daughter, because that is what is most important to me. And that is why I chose to do this instead of working my job that I had. I have the freedom to be home with her, and before I was working the weekends, so it's like, you know, when are your kids home? They're home on the weekend and then after school. So that's why I love doing Uber and DoorDash and Postmates, you know? For today, I did go out. I was trying to go out at like 9:30 to 1, but I didn't end up getting out that early. And then I had some errands to run, so I didn't quite get, I was out till 1, but I didn't get that many rides. A lot of the rides that they were sending me were not very good. And I am going to put them up on the screen for you guys to see, because that's kind of going to go with the video that I am recording for today. I just wanted to show you the 2 rides that I did, which was this one for 2.8 miles for Kiki's Breakfast Cafe in Ocoee. That's where I was at today in Ocoee, for $10.56. So I was already far away from it because I was at the Walmart in Ocoee. So you see I had to drive down there. So I figured, you know what, once I get there, the food's going to be ready. No, that was not the case. I had to wait like 15 minutes for the food because they didn't have the order. She had to write down the order from my phone, go back there, and then she came back and was like, it's going to be like 15 minutes. So I was like, okay. I tried calling the customer. She didn't answer. There's no option to message her. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to wait. So when I finally dropped off her food and I took the picture, I just left in the notes like, you know, sorry that it took so long. I had to wait for them to cook your food when I got there. So, and I still said, you know, thank you for ordering. Have a great day. The last ride that I took, so I took that ride at 11:30. I got that one. My next ride I got was at 12:47. So that's why I only took 2. But it was for Huey Magoo's in Ocoee for 2 miles for $8.28. So they both got done. So for Uber today, you guys, I only made $19.91, which I'm okay with that because I knew I wasn't going to be out all day and I was going to record the second half of this video that you guys are going to see. Online for 2 hours and 40 minutes. So basically, in 15 minutes of that was waiting for the first order to be done. So in about 2 hours I made $20, which isn't great, but it was fine for me. So let me show you my total, $19.91. But I wanted to talk a little bit today about the decline now movement, I think they're calling it. I read an article about it just so I could kind of know. I mean, I kind of get the gist of it. Everybody's talking about it, so I figured might as well jump on the bandwagon, right? So with the decline now, I already pretty much partake in that. I know when I first started Uber and DoorDash, I didn't really know too much. It was just like a way to make extra money and not have to do my 9 to 5 that I was going to. And then I was already home anyways because my daughter, you know, school closed last year. The last, like, after spring break, they never went back. So I kind of had to stay home with her just to do the schoolwork and all that. So I thought, you know what, let me give DoorDash another try and let me sign up for Uber. So I did that, and Uber, like, it took off. It was really good. So I was doing Uber, and then I got DoorDash back going on. I had to wait for the red card to come back in the mail because when I moved up here, I shredded my old red card because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to need that. Little did I know. So I was taking $3 orders. I was taking with Uber, it was $3 as well for the base pay. And then over like the last 2 months or 3 months, they lowered the base pay. But I was taking the $3 orders, and I can tell you when I first started, I was getting a lot more cash tips. And I didn't realize, like, once I stopped doing the $3 and $4 orders that I wasn't getting as much cash tips. I still get them, but it's probably like once every month or once every couple months. It's really not that much because everybody's tipping in the app. And then even if you take a $3 order, you guys, I'm going to bet probably 50, 60, 75% of the time, they're not going to tip you. I've still taken one. I'll take one every once in a while just to try it out, and they don't tip. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing it no more. No more $3, no more $4. And if it's $5, you guys, I do $5 orders. But for $5, it has to be 2.5 miles or under. That way I'm still getting, like, you know, $2 per mile. 2, 4, plus the, you know, half a mile. I'm not going to take a $5 order if it's going 10 miles, 7 miles, 6 miles. No, that's not worth it then. Then I'm losing out on money. It's not happening. So that's kind of what I go off of. For everybody to decline now, I mean, honestly, you should be doing that anyways. Who's going to go $3 for 10 miles? Why? I mean, I don't understand why that DoorDash and Uber and all of them think that that's acceptable. Wouldn't you want your drivers to get paid fairly, you know? While I was out today, I did take a bunch of pictures, like screenshots of orders that they sent me. So I'm just gonna let you see the orders that they sent me today that I declined, right? Y'all think for $7 I'm gonna go 16 miles? Are you crazy? And they sent me 2 of those, 3 of those, back to back to back. I didn't even take a picture of all the ridiculous ones. I only took a picture of a few of the ridiculous ones. And then I was like, you know what? Let me try and get the $3 order. So they finally did. They sent me 2 $3 orders back to back for DoorDash. One was for 5.9 miles. And one was for 5.3 miles. Different restaurants, but it's like, why? Why can't we get paid fairly? Because if you're not having the people tip, that I don't know. I don't think you should order food and not tip. Like, we are providing you a service. If you go out to eat and you're being waited on, aren't you tipping the people? And if you don't, that's horrible. That's very bad. Like, I can't not tip somebody when they're waiting on us. I will say that, like, if you're not a very good waiter or waitress, that will, you know, make your tip go down a little bit. But you're still going to get a tip from me, whether you're horrible or not, you know. You could be a great waitress and you might get a little bit more. And if you're not so good, you're still going to get a tip. It's just not going to be as a high one, you know. As I was saying, you guys, I don't think, like, I am participating in the decline now movement. I'm just doing as I was doing before, from learning from watching other people, and just from my personal experience. The $3 orders are not going to pay out most of the time. $2 orders are not going to pay out most of the time. Yes, every once in a while you will get a tip, but most of the time you are not. So you honestly have to just decide in your area, your experience, like maybe the $3 orders work for you, maybe the $2 orders work for you, but for me, it does not. You know, I'm going to do the $2 a mile. I'm going to continue to do that because for me, that just works best. I don't usually have issues with those as well. I know with the $3 orders, I've seen people, you know, try and get scammed. The $2 orders, they get scammed out of stuff and, you know, have to end up canceling, or they're saying, oh, I didn't get my food, and it's not worth it to me. I'm just, you know, doing me. I guess the whole point of all this is for everybody to come together and make it more like known, more viral, so that way DoorDash will see and maybe DoorDash will raise the pay, which would be awesome. But you know, I do okay with how I take my orders, as long as I'm not doing the $2 and $3 and $4 orders. By taking the $6 and up, most of my orders are $6 and up, I can make more money, especially on a Friday night and the weekends. If I work the weekends, I know I don't really work the weekends, but Friday nights are really good. I can make $100 in 4 or 5 hours. And if you're doing the $2 and $3 orders, are you gonna make that $100 in 4 hours? No. How many $2 orders, $3 orders can you really take? Because some of them are for far. They're not all, you know, 2 miles, 3 miles. Some of them are 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 miles. It's like, what? So that's my take on it, you guys. I don't really like say decline now. I'm just like, you know, I'm a cherry picker. I wasn't when I first started. I had to learn the ropes a little bit, but now that I realize, like, hey, these bigger orders, they happen all the time. I can make more money by taking these big orders. I'm gonna cherry pick. So I think that is pretty much what decline now is being a cherry picker. So a lot of us are already unknowingly in the decline now movement. I'm not here to tell you, hey, decline these orders. If they work for you and you want to do them, that's fine. That's on you. Maybe you don't need to make a certain amount. Maybe you do this strictly for extra cash and you don't mind it. This is my personal opinions. This is how I feel about it. I'm kind of like, it doesn't really matter to me because I do okay. Of course, it would be nice to get a little bit extra base pay, but with it can't just be DoorDash. It has to be with Postmates and Uber as well. And I'm not really sure about Grubhub and everybody else because I unfortunately don't have those. I am waitlisted with Grubhub. I'm waitlisted with Instacart. Amazon Flex is not in my area. The only one I have not tried is Shipped. I think that's the only one I have not tried. And I know they have Favor and Waiter, and those aren't in my areas either. So from what I do and what I know, I think it would have to be all across the board for everybody, because Uber just lowered the base pay, like I said, to $2 because it was $2.50 and it was $3. So since I've started, it's went down a whole dollar. So I don't know, you guys. That's all I have to say on that. If you have anything extra that I missed, leave that down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Do you cherry pick or do you take the $3 orders? And where do you drive? How long do you drive? Do you have a goal? I'm curious to know all of that. I'm a very curious person. Like, I'm very, like, nosy, I guess you would say. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a regular DoorDash and Uber Eats video.
A young boy being lay dreaming, and in the dream